Hey guys, WebHeadGaming here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Spider-Man 2000. This time, we are at Issue 3, Rhino's Rampage, and here, we'll be taking on the Rhino.
We're too late. That makes two major technology heists in 2 days.
That leaves one question. Where's Rhino?
Cat!
Well, if it ain't Bug Boy!
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, Spidey fans, Black Cat is out! Rhino's looking to take Spidey down as well.
So here we are at the second boss fight in the game against the Rhino, and he's not that much more challenging than Scorpion was. Now, he is heavily resistant to physical and web attacks thanks to his thick Rhino armor. However, if you know Spider-Man at all, you'll know that Rhino is not the brightest villain in the franchise. So basically, for this boss fight, we're going to take his stupidity and use it to our advantage. So Rhino will constantly charge at you if you're far away from him, and you basically use this to your advantage by having him run into things, whether it be the generators to electrocute him, or by having him run into these very highly explosive canisters. I recommend getting rid of the canisters first, because there's a comic book here that can only be obtained by getting rid of all the canisters. After that, have him run into the generators to finish him off. Now, you can melee and web Rhino, but as I said, it won't really be effective on him thanks to his thick armor and his high defense. But I also wouldn't recommend doing that at all, because what happens is Rhino, much like Scorpion, will counterattack you with a punch, and that punch really hurts a lot. Also, if you decide for whatever reason to go on the walls, Rhino will go, "Get down here!" and stomp the ground and cause you to fall off, and that will hurt a lot too. So just go with the running strategy. That's really all you need for this fight, because Rhino is very, very dumb. And as you can see, he's already down to his last legs, and we didn't have to use a generator yet. I love the sounds Rhino makes when he runs into a generator. It's so fucking hysterical. What can I say? This boss fight is not challenging at all. Once you figure out that you can use him to run into things, you should beat him every single time.
Spider sense too. Oh, the boys in blue again. Better hide. Best seat in the house. Octavius, what's he doing here?
Please, stand back, officers. Allow me.
Doc Ock helping the police? Maybe he is reformed. Ock's taking care of Rhino. I need to find out what happened to Black Cat. This is a job for Peter Parker, not Spider-Man. Hey, wait! Cat! Cat, it's Peter!
Peter! Gotta help me. They're not really paramedics.
Perfect. Perfect.
And that's that. That's the end of the issue. So now we're at issue 4, and things are gonna get interesting.
Well, that's my story, Johnny.
Looks like you're in a lot of trouble. You'll find Venom.
But how? Venom is invisible to my spider sense.
Knowing your luck, Venom will find you. Have faith, Spidey.
Where could she be? Gotta find her. Got no choice.
Well, what a wuss. Hey, wanna race? Parker hates it when I get the drop on him.
I hate it when he gets the drop on me.
Hurry up, Parker!
And now we are at the Venom chase sequence. The main goal of this level is to keep up with Venom. Otherwise, you will fail and you'll have to do the whole thing all over again. Luckily, the level is pretty short and Venom will constantly take breaks so you can keep up with him. So it's pretty forgiving. You'll probably fail here your first try, but once you get the hang of how Venom moves, because Venom will always move the same way. He's on a strict AI pattern. It's not so bad. There are two comic books here. There is one next to the spider armor. Pick that up. It's very easy to get because Venom will stop here. And he'll stop here 2 more times, and then you'll get to the second part of the level, which has a comic book that's very hard to get on your first try if you're playing this on something other than a PS1.
Look out, lady!
Oh my goodness!
Get out of my way, nerd! Watch that first step, Parker. It's a doozy.
Oh, toe, ow!
Look out, lady!
Oh my goodness!
No! Sorry, lady. Didn't see a thing.
And this glitch is why I say that. For some reason, when this game runs on anything other than a PS1, that glitch will always happen, and that loses a lot of time because Venom is still moving while you're still stuck in place. So at this point, you either get the comic book and lose the run, or you just keep up with Venom and get the comic book at another time. I chose to go for the comic book, and I was stunned that I was able to keep going. Because usually I fail here and I have to do it all over again. I was really expecting to have to edit this footage in, but no, I actually got it my first try, which is pretty damn sweet.
If you want to fight, follow me. Where'd Spider-Wuss go? Spider-Wuss! Come out and play!
Tag! Come back here, Venom! Where are you?
First things first, go to this car and pick it up. You will receive a comic book. Then after that, focus on Venom. Venom's boss fight is interesting. The main gimmick for him is that he'll constantly go invisible and pop out at a random part of the room. I don't know why he goes invisible. I'm pretty sure that never ever happened in any other version of Spider-Man ever, but I'll go with it. Now, Venom packs a punch. A lot of his attacks are very annoying, but you also pack a punch because, for some reason, he's super weak to webbing. So the ideal way to shave off his health really quickly and make this fight super short is by using your web boxing gloves in combination with your super punch. That shaves off a lot of health, and you can pretty much beat this fight in less than a minute. Super easy.
Laying down on the job, Parker?
Where's my wife, you symbiote freak?
And we have now reached the first level of the sewer section, which is by far the longest section in the game. And honestly, some of the levels here I am not fond of whatsoever. But before we go on, here we have lizard minions, which are the main enemies we'll be dealing with in the sewer section. They are created by the lizard, and I guess Venom took control of them to stop you from getting to Mary Jane. They're very durable and pretty annoying, but you can super punch them and grab them to take care of them very quickly. Now, here's another stupid comic book placement. It's probably the second stupidest one, besides one we'll get to during late game. You go to the back right here at the entrance, and boom, there's your comic book. Now, how the holy mother of hell are you supposed to figure that out on your own? Seriously, without a guide, you will absolutely miss out on some of these comic books because they're placed in some of the most asinine ways. And that comic book doesn't show up until you reach the end of the hallway, so you have no choice but to backtrack all the way there, pointlessly. What the hell, Neversoft? Seriously, what the hell? Luckily, the level's almost over.
I'm already at full health. Trap! I'm sorry, guys. Am I late for the party?
Also, is it just me, or is the underground of New York built very, very strangely. Regardless, after beating the crap out of these lizards, you can move on to the next level.
Open this door!
Who is it? Come in!
Okay, real talk, I love Venom's personality in this game. It is so damn entertaining. I know some people might not like it because Venom's not normally this goofball prankster type character. He's more of a badass monster that simply wants to rip Spider-Man to shreds. And trust me, he still is a badass in this game in some moments, but I find Neversoft's portrayal of Venom in this game to be actually enjoyable. I mean, I like the more lighthearted side of him, and I honestly wish we get to see that more compared to what he is in his other appearances. And plus, he has some of the best lines in this entire game. So yeah, right now I'm using the L1 targeting feature, which the game does mention back in the bank heist, but I barely used it up until now because it was so pointless. I mean, it really was. Here, I use it to get the spider armor as well as the comic book, so I'll be able to fight my way in the next level. And yeah, this is the only area that makes full use of the L1 targeting system. You hold down the L1 button and you'll go into target mode and you'll have this reticle, and when it blinks green, you will be able to swing to that building. If it blinks blue, you'll be able to do something using your webs. And if it's like spinning yellow, then that means you can web up a target. Actually, there is one other area, but it's so minuscule that it's not really worth mentioning aside from the fact you get a comic book out of it. So yeah, I find the L1 targeting feature to be very, very lackluster. I really wish they did more of it, but what can you do? So after beating all the lizards up, go down here and you'll hear a train coming, and that's that.
Wanna lift?
Tune in next time as we delve more into the sewers.